Hi friends, happy fall. Welcome back to my channel. This is GinaJBeauty, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so down below. Like and comment this video as well, and just let me know what you think about this video. Now, fall is my favorite time of year. I don't know about you guys, but I love fall. The colors, the warmness of the colors, the looks, the dark brown lipsticks, like everything about fall is who I am. Get your coffees, your pumpkin spice lattes ready, and get ready to watch an amazing video. Let's get started, friends. The first thing I typically do is my eyebrows. Now, the eyebrows are something I always do just because if I mess up, I'm not messing up my actual foundation makeup. So I'm actually going to do that off camera. I know you guys are probably seeing some discoloration on my upper lip. Please don't mind that, it will go away. I've actually been using my Candy Lips Lip Plumper, and if you haven't seen that video on my channel on the review on this, please go check that one out right now. But this is what I've been using lately, and sometimes it discolors the top of my lip, but it's okay, it goes away with foundation and it eventually goes away. Alright, so I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera and I'll be back. Alright, so my eyebrows are complete. You guys know my Holy Grail products, the Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil and pomade, as well as the heart shaped tape to conceal it after I'm done. Next thing we're going to be doing is our eyeshadow. I already did do my base. I did do primer already. I used the Hangover RX primer, as well as using a brush to apply the product. I am trying to avoid touching my face to avoid any transferring of bacteria. So there's a good tip for you guys. Use a brush when you're applying primer. I know a lot of people just think it's easier to just use your hands, and it is, but to avoid that bacteria being transferred, this is the safer way. Okay, so I applied that already. Let it sit for a little bit, and now I'm gonna go into the palette I will be using today. So the palette that I'm going to be using today is the Morphe 352 palette. Now, I did mention this on my top 10 ranking of the palettes, and I did show you guys that it did have a fall vibe to it. Doesn't it, you guys? Like, does this scream like fall, pumpkin spice latte? Like, it has all your fall colors, and I really wanted to just get in this palette and then do a makeup look for you guys. Okay, so if you don't have the Second Nature palette yet, go get that palette. You definitely want it for the fall. So let's get started with our eyes. So I'm doing my eyes first, just in case there's any fallout whatsoever. I just want to make sure that it doesn't get on my base. This is the palette, and these are all the names. Now, this is just a little plastic piece. I wish they would have the names underneath, but I'm going to do my best to kind of read them off to you guys, okay? So let's get into our makeup look. Okay, now today we're just winging the eye look. I'm gonna do the best that I can to give you guys that fall vibes. You know, first thing you want to do before applying shadow is you want to apply your concealer. Okay, I did add a little bit of concealer already from the eyebrows, but I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more to the lids. Not too much, just a little bit more, since we're doing our eyes first. Now, typically if you're using darker colors, you want to do the eyes first and then do the foundation base last. Okay, that way if there's any fallout, you're not ruining your makeup. Right, go ahead and take a precision round brush, and I always use these brushes to blend out any type of concealer or like around my eyebrows or on my lids. Okay, it's just easier to work with. I'm just gonna blend that in tapping motions. You don't want to crease the product or streak the product. You want it to be as blended and smooth as possible. So you're just gonna tap it.
On the beat.
When you're using bold colors or fall colors or dark colors, You don't want to set the actual concealer. You want that product to stick, so you don't want to set it with powder. So now that we actually have our concealer and our base down for our eyeshadow, we are going to go into the Morphe palette, and we're just going to do our transition color. We're going to go into the shade down here. It's called Universal. So we're just going to grab the product and we're going to apply that to our crease for our transition shade. Okay, so we're just going to lightly start at the edge, because we always want the outer of our eyes to be darker than the inner. And we're just going to circular motions. Okay. I'm actually gonna just grab a more fluffy brush so that we really can concentrate that color. Just tap off the excess, and we want that color to be really bold. Because remember, we're doing a fall look. So we're just gonna blend it up, and you can either do windshield wipers or you can do circular motions. We're gonna go ahead and do it to the other side. Don't worry about it looking messy or anything like that. What we're doing is just getting the color on, and then we'll go and blend all the colors together at the end, okay? Always start with a very light amount, and you can build up to however dark you want it. So start off light first and then build up. And then we're gonna take a little smaller blending brush, and this is the Contour Eyeshadow 4 by Vasanti. We're gonna go ahead and just use Spice. And then we're just gonna tap off the excess. And we're gonna actually do that in the actual crease, the line. So we're just gonna take this and we're going to just apply the product first. And okay, and then once we have that product on there, we're gonna go ahead and just blend it. Gonna do the other side. And then go ahead and just blend it out. You just don't want any harsh lines. And this palette is so pigmented, you guys. It's pretty amazing. And we're gonna take more of that universal color, and then we're just going to blend the top so that there's no harsh lines. And you see how I'm holding my brush towards the end so that I'm using very light strokes. We're gonna go into like a more copper color, and we're going to use Rustic, and it's this color here. Okay, and we're gonna actually put that all over our lid. And don't worry, we're gonna add some dimension to our outer corner of our eye, so don't worry about that. I'm just going to take a BH Cosmetics number 8 brush. It's in one of their collections. I'm going to spray it with the All Nighter Urban Decay spray. So we're just going to spray that once. I'm going to go into that color Rustic here. Okay, so we're just going to pick up that product. See how that that picks up, and we're going to apply that all over the lid. Okay, so I'm just going to start in the middle. And then I'm just going to do that to the other side. And we're only applying the product, okay? So we're not blending yet. Look how pretty that color is, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. So then we're going to take our tapered brush again, and we are actually going to go into, we're going to add some dimension to the eyes. Actually, we're going to mix brunette and toast. So we're going to be using these two. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of this, and then I'm going to add a little bit of the toast, just because I kind of want that like burgundy undertone, and we're going to use that for the outer of the eye. Okay, so I'm just going to take, I'm just going to tap the product. Okay. And actually I'm going to use a little bit more of a smaller brush, and then I'm just going to tap the product. And we're just going to go ahead and blend it. Take your time when you're doing a look like this. We're just gonna blend. I'm using the LA Colors Eye Maker. Super affordable and it works amazing. So now that our eyeliner is on, I'm gonna go ahead and go into this shade, Brave, which is this sort of burgundy dark color, and I'm going to, I want it to be a little bit of like a burgundy shade. I'm going to add it to the corner. We're gonna fix this up a little bit. Now that we have our eyeshadow on, we are going to go ahead and apply our lashes. And we are just using some Ardell Wispie lashes, just natural wispy eyelashes you can use. Then we're going to take our other eyelash and do the other side. Okay, now that we have our lashes on, we're going to go ahead and start with our foundation. Okay, so the foundation I will be using today is the Huda Beauty 300 Latte, and I am just going to just take my hand and pump a few pumps there. I'm going to take my dual chrome brush, and I'm just going to tap it in there, and then I'm going to apply it to my face. Okay, we're going to take the rest and we're going to do our forehead. And then I just like to pinch my brush and I'll dab it in the middle. I'm just going to take another flat brush and I'm going to blend it as well. Remember the little red circle above my lip? It's not there anymore. And then we're going to take our Shape Tape and a brush, and we are going to do under the eyes. Still a little bit. Okay, so you want to put the concealer where the light naturally hits. So the T-zone is typically where you want to put your concealer, and I'm just gonna take a brush and blend it out. And you guys, this Shape Tape concealer is one of my favorites. It goes on so smooth. Look at how well that like concealed my under eyes. Wow. And then what we're going to do is we are going to set our face. Okay, so I'm just going to take a setting powder. You can use any type of powder. I'm not gonna set it the T-zone yet, just because I want the product to dry first. So I'm going to take any powder, any foundation powder. This one's LA Colors, and I'm going to just set the rest of my face first. And then I'm going to take my Hydromist Becca setting powder, and I'm going to set the rest of my face. And you guys, this powder, it does not move the product on your face, so it doesn't move the concealer. So I'm just going to take off the excess off the brush, and I'm just going to wipe away. I don't want to bake, I just want it to naturally set my face. Alright, so after I set my face, I'm going to go ahead and bronze my face. Now typically I do contour, but I'm just going to bronze, do a natural look since I did such a bold eye. And I'm using the NYX Matte Bronzer, and it is a matte, and I'm just going to tap off the excess and then start with your cheekbones. And then I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio, and this is the shade Peachy Love, and I'm just going to take this peachy color in my Lisa Frank blush brush, and I'm just going to put that at the apples of my cheeks. And then I'm going to go into my Hourglass highlighter in the shade Champagne Flash, and I'm going to take that and just add it. Okay. And I'm just going to blend it with my finger. Oop. Not that finger. As you guys know, I love highlighter, and this Hard Candy Glamour Girl highlighter is amazing. So I'm just going to take that, since I did just use a cream highlighter, I'm going to go and set it with another. So I'm just going to take this. You guys look at that. Holy cow. Amazing. And I'm going to set it. And then I'm going to take it and put it at the tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, the bridge of my nose, and it smells so good. Okay, and then I'm going to do my under eyes. I'm going to take the color Spice, tap it off, and then we are just going to work on the bottom. We're just going to go into a pencil and we're going to go into the dark brown Toast on the palette. So we're going to use Toast and we're going to use that for our waterline. And then after that we are just going to take some mascara onto the lower lash. I'm using the Big Ego by Tarte. Alright, now that the lower lashes are done, we are going to go ahead and set our face. We're going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. And then we are going to do our lips. Okay, so we're going to be using two products. I'm going to be using the Cat Roll It Up and Audio lip liner, and I'm not in the shade Rowl, so it looks like this. And then I'm going to be applying the Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade MALT. Okay, so then we're going to go with Anastasia in the shade MALT. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the Ofra and Verona, and I'm going to apply that to the middle. Alright friends, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what other kind of looks you want to see next. This is my fall pumpkin latte look. And so if you guys have not picked up this Morphe palette, go do so. The 352 Second Nature palette. It's one of my absolute faves, and you will not be disappointed, so go pick you up one. As always, stay humble, stay true to yourself, and remember who you are. Until next time, friends.